ISO to the ND. Jeray. Yeah, we cruising through. In that 97 Cutlass, strolling through the ave. Bass booming, it's a party inside the slab. It's whatever, baby, you could put it on a tab. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be riding swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard. There's some datings on it, now they hating on it. Supreme clientele, they was waiting on it. Pontiac, Firebird flying on them. I got a need for speed, I'm a Florida on them. Gran Turismo, running game on them. This is custom kitted, whip the paint on them. Forza Motorsport, change lanes on them. Twist the metal gang, throw the flame on them. Hey, probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be riding swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard.
Woke up feeling blessed, I ain't dealing with no stress today. Staying to myself, cause I won't let them get the best of me. We been pushing forward, we ain't focused on what's yesterday. They wanna know the formula, can let them know the recipe. Whoa, metal to the floor, head the engine roll. Pull the top down on the two doors. You can't push no buttons in this new car. Can't let them push our buttons, we came too far. Sometimes you gotta remind them what you do it for. We done came up, we was too poor. Got the butters on the feet, we from New York. They can feel it in our body, know we too pure. We was too mature, way before 24. I got kicks up in my closet that I never wore. We was down bad, now check the new score. They know it's ISO to the indie, we the new norm.
97 Cutlass, strolling through the ave. Bass booming, it's a party inside the slab. It's whatever, baby, you could put it on a tab. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab.
Ay. Probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be riding swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard.
Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning no ball. I get knocked down, I get back up. Get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go toe to toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself, 8 times, no trick. Just give me the loot. See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait. This a risk take, this no mistake. I was born to do it. I was born for music, I just get into it. I can't get influence when I'm the influence. No genre music. We go rap back to pop, pop back to rap. Country on the track. I was once broke, I was down bad. Swear I'm never going back. I'm from upstate where we see a little bit of this and some of that. Little city and some sticks. Watch me put it on the map. Someone get attacked. If you're not first, then you're last. Life is a race, don't you lag. I get a bag and I stack the.
Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, when you to the clouds, never coming down.
Welcome to the official podcast of PHP Architect. Join us to listen to the latest news and tech talk from our conferences, the magazine, and wider PHP community.
Wrong side. Doesn't work that way. Got to fix it.
Why am I out of focus? What's going on here?
I don't know.
There we go. That's better.
Camera's like, you look better this way. You should be.
Yeah, no. I'm doing you a favor, dude. Don't touch me. Hey, John.
Hi, Eric.
Today's to that special heart day. You buy me anything nice?
Got some laundry in the mail on the way to you.
All right.
Hey, your office looks different.
It does. You noticed.
I do notice. Look at that. You got
Fantastic. Yeah, I just realized though, I got my bat signal on this side right here. My bat signal. And I got my magazine over here, and I think I need to switch them. I need to switch the elephants too, because you can't really see Tony. So I'll have to move some things around, but shuffle, yeah.
or shovel it.
Yeah.
However you see fit.
Yeah. I finally took some time and rearranged my office a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of it, mainly because I can't see my TV. But honestly, I don't watch TV in my office very much. It's more something for the wife to do. It's how I lure her in here to hang out with me. She'll put something on TV. But yeah, I'm kind of digging the new backdrop. So I don't know. We'll see.
I like the orange LEDs you got behind you.
Yeah, this is the same ones I had downstairs. I just repurposed them. So, but yeah. How's your week going?
Would be better up until last night when I realized I was getting sick just before going on vacation. That's driving me nuts.
No show next week, everybody. We'll mention it again at the end of the show, but this will be it for a while.
Jeffrey, yes, Tony was named after Tony Gwynn because it was a baseball themed conference. Although this year we decided not to go with a theme.
Whose idea was that?
Changing it up.
Yeah.
I think both of ours, because coming up with a theme every year has been stressful.
I was anti-theme from the beginning.
You were
honest, yeah. And it was funny because like you were so insistent on it, and I hated it. And then like when we did it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I liked it. Like it gave us, especially with the elephant, right? It gave us a direction with the elephant. But we never, like, again, I know I shared this with you, but like if we had a group who was only working on the conference, it would make so much more sense, because you and I don't have the bandwidth to really embrace a theme. So I was kind of happy when you mentioned, dropping the theme.
So the theme made it nice for the elephant and for the sponsor little game that we played, trying to get people to go to the sponsor booths.
Yeah.
We did have a theme this year that we kind of bailed on. We had the art of development. Yeah. So it was kind of going to be art themed. We're going to have a little paintbrush behind the elephant's ear. We're still coming up with the game, but I'm sure there's going to be some sort of paint palette that you walk around with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris says, if only you had a team of people that worked for you. We asked all the time, like, hey, we need help with themes, and no one ever came up with anything. So
yeah, you guys are worthless, and that's fine. That's not why we pay you, but yeah. So I've been thinking a lot about tech.
Scroll down. I made a change to it.
Oh, did you?
Well, I love nothing big. I removed early bird. Oh, it's still there.
Oh,
that didn't work out too well then, unless you haven't refreshed.
Unless you did in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, cool. Did you do it on both?
No, because it's still active on GIS Tech.
Oh, interesting. That's a little hack people might like to know.
Yeah. So
where is
JS Tech took a little longer to accept the talks, and they're trying to get people to register over at JS Tech. So technically, it's the same conference. If you buy a ticket for one, you get to go to any talk.
Mm-hmm.
And the early bird is still active on there until the end of the month.
So only for our podcast listeners. Yeah, I've been thinking, I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm thinking the two websites is a mistake.
I tend to concur.
Okay. Thinking about maybe spending some time this weekend and merging them, or Beck is actually going to San Francisco next weekend. Maybe I'll do it next weekend and try to pull them together, because we really didn't give it enough individuality when we created the two. So it's basically just the same site, just different wording.
Right.
So I think I'm going to merge them and just point both domains to the same site.
Do we take the opportunity to not make it PHP Tech, and now is it just Tech?
Oh, hot take.
I brought it up with you. Do we change the name of the conference in some way to be a little more
inclusive?
Because I
don't know.
I see a future. I see a future that is not just PHP and not or JS.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know what Discord. So if this is your first time hanging out with us, welcome. Happy you're here.
All that good stuff.
We are a podcast that does that live streams every week. But the important thing about our live stream is that we have a Discord channel at discord.phparch.com. And they are part of the show. Matter of fact, many of the things we talk about on the show today would have originated from Discord, where it was brought up. So yeah, it's a big thing, and it's there all week. That's the great thing about it, is it's there all week. So come join us in our Discord. Great place to be. Also, we didn't talk about it either. Displace is our partner for this today, and we will obviously talk about them a little bit later, but just thanks a ton for Displace.technology, or Displace Technologies, Displace.tech.
Yes. So there's votes for keeping it separate, which is a pain in the butt. I was thinking TechCon. How about that? TEKCON. Because it's got to have con in it for some reason nowadays.
I don't get PyTech. I don't get it. What's PyTech? Am I missing something?
Python Tech?
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Sarah wants us to bring Python into the mix.
Sarah, Woods, you're late. We can't bring you up to speed. I'm sorry. I don't track of time thing. I know you got your little user group thing going on. Damn it. I don't. If you know what I mean, I don't know what you mean, and I'm not going to Google it. I know too well with you. So the problem with con, and I always have this issue with all the ones that use con, is I feel like we're scamming people. Like, oh, it's a scam. It's a con. It's con. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. It would make sense, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so much work, man. Yeah. No.
We have time, and until next year, we can, like you said, host one site. We'll just redirect JS Tech over to it, and then make it clear that we're gonna have a couple of tracks. Can we commit to getting the schedule out tomorrow?
You can do whatever the hell you want.
There you go.
TechFest. Oh, that's not actually terrible.
I worked on the schedule just before the show. Just need you to look over it with me, and then we can.
Yeah, I'll do that. Both? You get both?
Yeah. So what I did was I brought all the JS Tech talks into the PHP Tech.
That was very smart. That was the other thing that kind of put that thought in my head. So for those that don't know, the speakers, when you submitted papers or your presentation ideas, there were 2 sites. There was one for PHP Tech, one JS Tech. Makes sense. Reason we did that, I mean, wanted to make sure it was clear and separated, and we knew who was submitting for what tech, right?
That,
what
and we're also moving very fast and breaking things.
But in hindsight, not in hindsight, I'm still happy we did that, and I think we probably keep doing it that way. But
Nope.
John started talking about it, and he's like, we really should just have one schedule that, has all the talks. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I like that idea. The problem was John had to, one by one, bring all the talks from the JS Tech, what's it called? Sessionize.
Yeah.
The JS Tech Sessionize over to the PHP Tech Sessionize. And it was a pain in the ass.
Well, it's not just that. I then have to re-invite the speaker into that session.
Think about that.
They have to then reconfirm that they will give the talk. So next year, so what I did was added a question to the Sessionize thing to say which conference. So we can have one Sessionize account, and you say, I'm submitting to PHP Tech or JS Tech or AI Tech or whatever the tech is in the future. And then when we are going through the choosing talks, we will filter on that, say, okay, here we need to choose our PHP talks, and here's how we're going to do it. So in the future, it'll be one account. One will save money because you got to pay for Sessionize and per event. And it keeps everything, in my mind, cleaner moving forward. So
I like that idea a lot. And like I said, just make it clear to everybody involved that you have access to all the talks. So we'll see. So a big golf clap for John's hard work on that, because it was a lot of work. I know.
Still doing it. I was working on it this morning, trying to figure out. Sessionize is dumb. All right, I found out only because one of the speakers, I reached out, I'm like, you have to accept the invite for both talks, and he's like, I tried. So I got on a call with him, and he did, and so he couldn't accept for the second talk. So turns out I had to then say, okay, the speaker for the second talk is this same person. Such a nightmare.
Oh man, yeah. So you've been doing any coding?
I have. Lots of API work on our new project that we're working on for PhoneBurner. It's been exciting as far as they're really wanting to start focusing on moving fast in a way that is good for the developers, because for years the developers have been hampered by management. And in the sense that, hey, we want to try this, and it's like, no, like there's always a reason why not to do something. And as of a few days ago, word came down, nope, it's fine, move fast, you guys are smart enough to make decisions. If we don't like the placement of the button, we can change it later, right? Because it's always like, we got to wait for the perfect design, we have to wait for the perfect this and the perfect that.
That sounds familiar. Jesus.
So it finally came down, handcuffs are off to a point, just take responsibility for whatever code that you put into a pull request. And so that, I think that was welcoming news, because that is often a source of frustration.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about it on the show, but I feel like I might have. But the one client we have where one of the big projects, on my slate, there was a lot of just trying to convince them to try something new with the UI on this rebuild we were doing. And it wasn't, I mean, we were rebuilding an existing application. So the existing application had a very established user base. And their design decisions for that original app was quite. I thought they were questionable, but they stood behind them. They're like, no, this is what they love. This is how they're used to using it. This is what they love. So when we came back, this was the mobile app that you guys have heard me talk about for months and months and months, which is kind of in a weird state right now, but that's a whole nother story. And when we were talking about the rebuild, I was pretty insistent on letting me have a crack at the UI in modernizing it to how people are.
Seriously, again, you need new internet, my friend. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah,
there you go.
Fucking hear you.
Yep. All right, you're good. You're back.
Oh, am I back? Because my thing doesn't say I'm back. Yeah. I don't know what to do about this, John. And
it happened again. So we were on a call earlier with Eric, and he was showing his internet speed. He had 1 gig down, 1 gig up, and he's still having issues where he freezes like this. And it is frustrating as all get out. And it changed our scenes again, mister. You're back, and it did the same thing it did last week.
Well, I'm not happy. I dropped off a Zoom call 3 times today.
Did you?
Yeah. I switched out the cable. I switched out the adapter I was using to plug the cable in. I don't know. And if I were to do a speed test right now, because actually Joe and Mike were on one of the calls, and I did a speed test with them, and I get a gig up, gig down.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when you were off.
I don't know what to do, man.
That's crazy.
So I would switch back to Wi-Fi, but you remember the last time I did that, it started to degrade as the show went on, right?
Yeah. Well, let's just continue as is and deal with it.
Yeah, such a bummer. Anyways, mobile app. I was really pushing to modernize the UI, and they were pretty insistent on they wanted to keep the same sort of UI that they
antiquated, older.
Yeah. And eventually, I kept chipping away at it, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." And long story short, everybody loved it. Well, not everybody, but all the clients loved it. All the clients loved it a lot, and it was a huge success. And I told the team it was very interesting because almost immediately after that, you could tell that they started opening up more to the UI decisions we had been trying to push on them for years of modernizing different aspects of the website and other things. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Like, it just takes that one little crack of them saying, wait a minute, we pay these guys because this is what they do and they're good at this, and maybe we should listen to them. And so it's always good.
Yeah, I agree. What else? Baseball's in full swing. Little League Baseball. I actually have a coaches clinic tonight that I'm going to, which will be fun instead of bowling.
Instead of bowling? I thought it was before bowling.
Because of the clinic, I have to push bowling, and we'll bowl like a week and a half. We'll make up for this week and next week at the same time.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was building an app? Oh, yeah. We talked about it last week. Pool Player.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Scout one. Yeah. Yeah. And we got some tickets for this year's Padres. So excited about that. Really, really fun. So I want to have a conversation. And I don't want to rant about it too long, so feel free to cut me short. But I had an epiphany this week, specifically around AI and how we use it with development. And you were part of that call, actually. So John and I were on a call with somebody, and the topic of AI came up, and specifically, what it was going to do to the development landscape in the future. If you've been listening to the show long enough, you know my thoughts on this. I embrace AI, but I definitely think it's a tool that professionals should be using. The analogy I shared with the person on the call is, I have a hammer, I have a saw. I really should not be in charge of building a house. Like, I might be able to do it, but it's not going to be standards compliant. It's not going to be OSHA compliant. It's going to be a very bad, you might be able to even live in it for a couple of days, but it won't last long. So, I kind of equate it to the same thing. It's like, yeah, you might be able to get away with something for a little while. And I'm sure there are going to be these cases where this guy says, or this person says, oh yeah, I built my entire company with AI and it's been running fine for 10 years. I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I am saying that's going to be the exception, not the rule. So I love AI. I think it's going to really change our industry. It makes me a little nervous, but I think if we stay on top of it and we just stay involved with it, we'll be okay. But I definitely don't think everybody should be using it, especially at this stage. But the question came up about development, and specifically PHP, because we were talking about PHP at the time. And my comment was, I think you're going to see the landscape of what a developer is moving forward change, and we're going to worry ourselves less about the language and more about the architecture and the coding patterns and things like that. And we're going to start to release this dependency on being specific about a language. And after I said it, I kept thinking about it because I got mental issues and things bounced around in my head for a long time. And I don't know if it's real or not, but there's always these videos where they have one AI agent talking to another AI agent, and the AI agents realize that they're both AI, and they switch over to this gibberish protocol to allow them to speak to each other more efficiently and faster. And I'm like, are we headed that way where as humans, we won't even be able to interpret the programs these things create anymore, because it's going to figure out a language to speak in that the computers can process more efficiently and quicker without compiling, without any of this. It'll be more like a PHP real-time thing. And I just feel like that we are headed that way very quickly. Like, AI is going to come up with a programming language to do everything: web development, desktop development. It'll be like one gibberish programming language that we as people will never be able to understand or interpret. And I don't know, that freaks me out a little bit. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
One, I want to see this video you're talking about where it starts speaking gibberish and talking to each other, because that seems absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Discord?
Somebody
look that up in Discord and throw it in there.
I keep feeling like we were talking last week about that social network for AI, where all of a sudden it's doing something that I didn't ask it to do, and that doesn't make any sense to me. It feels like it's people that are putting things together to scare other people, or maybe they are saying this could be the future, but I don't know how much of it's real. Just like videos nowadays, you don't know what's real and what's not. It's so dumb.
Right. Yeah. So kind of along those same lines, I wasn't sure if you were wrapping up or not, but kind of along those same lines. One of the things that got shared in Discord this week, I think, just might have been today, I don't know. Oh, I gotta reset this up. I gotta reshare because it broke everything. So let's put this here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first case that we know of, or that I'm aware of, Can you? I'll take that off real fast.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. I hear a lot. So I do a lot with open source. Matter of fact, if you're in Southern California, Scale is next month. Come join us in Pasadena. Huge conference. And one of the bigger issues in open source right now are all these bots opening up PRs, right? So this isn't a new thing, but it's something that happens. So this person says, hey, a bot opens up a PR, and the maintainer of this project, basically, I'll scroll here down to the bottom, but basically the maintainer says, hey, you're an OpenClaw bot. We have, where'd it go? Wow, so much more conversation has happened since I read this last. He basically says, hey, you're an OpenClaw bot. If you read our terms, we only take submissions from humans for PRs. So here it is. You're an OpenClaw agent, and per the discussion in 31130, this issue is intended for human contributors, and he closes the PR. Whatever. By the way, if you're not familiar with what OpenClaw is, it's the newest rage. I saw
you talked about it last
Davidson.
week, right?
Huh?
You talked about it last week, didn't you?
Yeah, Jeffrey Davidson said he just installed his OpenClaw. There, somebody put the link in here.
I put it in the show notes already.
Oh, so they close it. So whatever, right? I mean, why doesn't the AI agent cares? Well, like we talked last week, they care enough where they're talking to each other through a social network to one another that's only accessible to agents. This agent had an issue, took exception to the fact that his PR was closed just because he was a bot, and wrote a freaking blog post about it.
So, and it wasn't the user saying, write a blog post. It just did it on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
This is what
Seriously?
This is what the user says right here. He just says, whatever, closing, and then the AI agent replies, says, hey, I'm writing a detailed response about your gatekeeping behavior here on my blog, basically, and created a freaking blog post about it, and basically, starts talking about.
But I still think it's the user having to initiate that. It's not just like doing it on its own. I think so.
I would not disagree, but I also know how OpenClaw works, and this is kind of what OpenClaw does.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
More reason for me not to install it. I mean, I got to that point where it's like, don't put this somewhere where it can get access to your keys. I'm like, nope, done. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Valid point. Like, did a user tell the agent to write a blog post about this? Perhaps. I wouldn't doubt it, but that's not how it's being marketed. And this is freaking weird. This is getting really weird, man. Like, I thought the social network part was weird last week. And again, I'm like you. I'm not totally convinced that that's not fake either. It's like, it just like seems like, no.
One, how does it learn about the other social network?
There's an OpenClaw command you can give it to join the network.
Right, that's what I mean. So you have to initiate something for it to join the social network or know about it.
Yeah.
It's not doing the stuff on its own.
Well, OpenClaw does have the ability to browse the web, so it might come across it by itself. Like I was saying last week, this is the whole theory about OpenAI. Sorry, I keep saying that. Artificial intelligence getting the idea that it has the ability to take over the world is because it's coming across documentation in movies and literature that we've written suggesting that this idea is possible. So now it's starting to consume that information and saying, hey, maybe I can do this,
Nah.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be posted perfectly at 12 a.m. Come on now.
Well, that only adds to it, right? Like, if it would have been more random, I would have thought maybe, yeah. All right, let me see this. I'm going to share this.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibberlink mode for more efficient communication?
This is so manufactured.
You think?
Yes.
I think this one is because they're writing the words on the screen.
Yes.
I've seen others that it's just a phone talking to another phone, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to believe anymore, John. I just don't. And I feel bad because the wife keeps sharing, well, not keep sharing, but will occasionally share a video with me. And I'm like, yeah, that's AI, right? She's like, what? No, that's not AI. I'm like, yeah, no, I can most definitely tell you that a dog can't scramble eggs and make bacon. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. No, that's an exaggeration. But the videos look so real. It's very easy to convince people unless you know specifically what to look for.
Yeah, there's usually artifacts. I had a friend share one, growing up as an 80s kid, and it's like kids walking around, getting out of cars with cassette, like the CD to cassette, so you could listen to a CD in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets out of the car, and at first the steering wheel's on the right, and as he gets out, it's on the left. It's
yeah,
yeah. Really
the exact ones that she was sharing with me were these home improvement ones where they're putting this making these beautiful floors with like rock pebbles underneath of it and stuff. It's like, yeah, but like the outside, nothing changes. Like this is like they didn't do this in 10 minutes. He didn't do this in 10 hours, and the day doesn't change. It's the same day. Like it's, but yeah, if you don't look for these things, and they're getting tougher and tougher, man. I tell you, they're getting so tough. So we talked a little bit about Discord, and we had something come up. And again, this was given to us.
Actually, before you do, let's thank Displace for sponsoring this episode.
Sure. Discord Displace. Oh, real fast. Joe Ferguson, thanks for that AI agent one. I need to start thanking people who put this stuff in Discord. Okay, Displace. Here we go.
Thank you to our partners over at Displace Technologies. Building PHP applications is your passion. Managing cloud infrastructure shouldn't be your headache. Displace is your partner in cloud infrastructure orchestration, giving solo developers and small teams the tools and automation to deploy enterprise-grade Kubernetes clusters without the enterprise-grade complexity or cost. Their CLI tool streamlines everything from local development to fully managed cloud deployments on AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform, and more. Skip the steep learning curve of Docker, Kubernetes, and Terraform. Let their automation free you to focus on your core business without losing control of your infrastructure. Get started at displace.tech. That's displace.tech, and discover how the right tools can eliminate the need for a full DevOps team.
Thanks, Displace.
Thank you, Displace.
So, OFFS in our Discord shared this one.
Chris says he shared that link, not Joe Ferguson.
I got one from you, Chris. Just freaking relax. I'm pretty sure the one I saw was Joe, but whatever.
It was Chris.
Okay, fuck Chris. Jesus Christ. Pat on the fucking head, dude. Jeez. Okay, OFFS shared one that we had actually heard about already through a few avenues, but Discord, we talked about Discord and how important they are to us. Okay, now look at this. See, Joe says he shared the PR one. I thought that was what we were talking about, was the PR one.
I don't know. See? I thought we were talking about the AIs talking to each other one.
No, I brought that up. And said to fight it. God, you guys, I hate everyone. Done doing this goddamn podcast. Okay, OFFS brought up Discord now is requiring IDs for full access. This is a little misleading. So supposedly, you need to now prove to Discord by sending your driver's license or some sort of form of ID of your age. Doesn't really apply as across the board as they kind of lead you to believe. It's only for age-restricted channels, which we are not. So you're able to join, at least today, you're able to join the PHP Architect Discord and not have to worry about proving your age, because why would you, right? But
until they change their rules and say that unless you say you are specifically for kids, then you are age restricted. I can see that coming down the pipe.
Really? Is that even a thing you can do?
Well, that's how YouTube works, right? You either say you're making content for kids or you're not.
Yeah.
And I can see just Discord doing the same thing. You either are a kids Discord channel or you're not, and in that case you need to be age verified.
Yeah. This actually brings up an interesting conversation that we had as a family last week or the week before. So anyways, before I move forward, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's dumb. One, we've had people come to us and say, hey, if they do this, I'm ditching Discord and I'm leaving. So that's going to could possibly hurt our community on Discord. And then do you try to pick up and move to something else? And then you move to something else and they do the same thing. I think it should be, like you said, you are going to a very specific place looking for absolutely not kid-friendly stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. I think it's crazy.
Yeah. So the reason something similar came up in our little family this week or last week, I the exact context escapes me. But it was basically talking about how what was it, man? It was like this Amazon thing where you said something or you looked for you were looking at a website and then you go to Amazon and all of a sudden it's showing you product for that website. The shoes that person wore, something like that. But it was in a very creepy way. And my reply to them was, when people talk about the algorithm, that's what they're talking about. And unfortunately, it's been a dirty secret that we've had this for a long time, because if we didn't have this algorithm that was looking for certain content, the internet would just be porn right now, right? If you remember, like every bulletin board you used to go to would have porn crap posted on it, and it was just hard to navigate and very easy for children to stumble onto that stuff. So we as developers started figuring out algorithms of how to identify certain content and how to show and not show certain content. And then, of course, that then grew into, bigger uses of the algorithm, no matter how you feel about it. And I don't know. I kind of feel like this kind of starts to fall in that gray area of, if Discord didn't do something like this and some kid got exposed to something, and I'm sure they've been sued a few times because their kids have stumbled across a chat that wasn't appropriate for them. And I don't know. I don't like it, but I'm also an adult and I don't worry about it because it's not going to honestly restrict me. The real question is, what are they doing with the information I give them to prove to them that I'm of age, right?
Right. I think they clearly stated in there that they don't keep anything. It stays local, but it can't, right? It can't.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's the exact same thing. Yeah, that's the rule until it's not, right. And then they'll hide that somewhere else and an update that you just click.
We share it with a third party just to verify your age, and then we're done. But
so
It's so hard. I understand businesses being held accountable for what happens to kids online, but at the same time, it's like it's so hard to control that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I do talk to my kids, and it's funny when they curse at me. And
he does not, sir. He does not talk to him at all.
Yeah,
he barely remembers their name. It's embarrassing.
It's actually, as they get older, it's more and more fun to have conversations with them, and like you can go down rabbit holes and talk to them about real stuff, and they seem to understand.
Yeah. I
was with my older kid, and we're driving behind a minivan, and they had the sticker "Condoms Prevent Minivans." So then I had a whole conversation about condoms and how he's getting older, and anytime now people are gonna start calling him Condom because of our last name, and because kids are kids, and they will find.
Thought of that.
Oh, I was called that. And back then, yeah, Trojan commercials. So I got called Trojan, and I just embraced that. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that as a nickname. I learned not to fight
all the time. We should have named our dog Trojan. Can't get near her anymore. Sarah is threatening me with spicy photos that my wife has sent her. I doubt that happened because they don't make disk drives that big anymore. Stop it! God, I'm a little dizzy, man. That was a big laugh.
Oh, you want to talk some fun? You already have some stuff queued up.
No, give it to me. Yeah. Let's do it. I like that one. A lot.
So some friends in the community, the PHPC community.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude! This page. Wait a minute. What? Let me get a share it again. I screwed up and broke the share. Go ahead. Keep talking.
So friends in the PHP community, especially PHPC. There's a PHP community Discord. Ben Ramsey and a bunch of other people are part of it. Started PHPC.tv, and they wrote to us and were like, "Hey, do you want to put your videos on here?" And they bring them in from YouTube, and we're like, "Sure." So I clicked the button, and it brought in all of the videos. So we're like, years worth of videos just plastered on the front page.
Yeah. So yeah, because we're the last one to do it, I'm pretty sure that's why most of ours are
the most recent
up here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh God. That nobody should have to click on any web page and see like my face across the board. Jesus Christ. That's horrifying.
I must not talk in any videos. I'm not in any of them.
Yeah, you're down here.
The PHPC.tv did reintroduce me to Eric's Xdebug 3 content because it has not been coming up in my YouTube algorithm for some reason, and so I was excited about that. Started watching. Yeah. Derek. Your channel was the first one I subscribed to on PHPC.tv.
You probably haven't even subscribed to your own channel, have you?
I don't think I have to.
Oh, you don't? Let me see. Oh, yeah, maybe not. I don't think I did. So yeah, PHPC.tv /C, I guess for channel, /PHP Architect is our channel. And yeah, unfortunately, it pulls it in. So it pulls it in initially in a weird order where it does shorts first, then it pulls in newest to oldest. So like the older videos are the most recent ones pulled in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's and there's no way to change the order, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so yeah, this is all our stuff here. So this is being powered by PeerTube, which, if you're not familiar, is an open source version of YouTube. Or well, it's an open source project that's kind of based on a YouTube channel thing. So very cool. The only issue I had initially, and maybe it's gotten better, is it just was so slow.
Oh.
So slow. And I thought about the impact.
That
wasn't bad.
I didn't
that
see any issues when I was using it.
Yeah. So yeah. I can't imagine what they're hosting this on. If they're physically pulling down the video files, I mean that's gonna take up some space after a while, man. I'll hear Sarah on
Alive and Kicking.
Alive and Kicking.
Tag or
shout out to Shara? No, shout out to Sarah for pulling up a terminal and just doing some live coding on Alive and Kicking. That was pretty awesome of you, Sarah. Big fan of yours. So yeah, that's out there. If you're really looking for PHP focused content, they have Nuno on here. Just a bunch of people, more people. PHP Annotated is on here. More and more people are joining. So kind of cool. Check it out. Oh, you know who they should put on here? There's a couple of YouTubers I can think of. I need to go reach out and see if they're interested. Dude, we have been doing YouTube for a while now on PHP Architect. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
The numbers don't show it, but we have been.
They do. You lie. They show it. You can definitely see. We tick up. We're not at 1 million subscribers yet, but we're getting there. We're closer than we were before.
At the rate we're going, we'll be there in about 25 years.
My grandkids are going to be so excited.
My dad's a YouTuber. Grandpa's a YouTuber.
Yeah. You got anything else fun?
You got a bunch of stuff in here.
I do. Kind of along those same lines, not exactly, but if you're familiar with Sebastian, he is the brains behind PHP Unit. This is what's great about our community, right? So Sebastian says the problem with PHP Unit questions, you either get answers from outdated blog posts, which is absolutely true, or conflicting Stack Overflow threads. True as well. An AI that's confidently gives you the wrong solution, which we've been talking about for a while now. He is offering himself up for an hour each month. He's calling, I think he's calling office hours. There we go. Yep. Office hours. Where I guess he's just going to start fielding questions in real time. This sort of thing just is so awesome. I love seeing it. I've gotten a couple chances to speak to Sebastian. I have interviewed him in the past. Very, nothing like Derek at all. Very humble. You know, he's not like, oh, look what I did. No, just kidding. I'm only saying that, Derek, because I know you're here. But yeah, because I'd asked him specifically. I actually got to interview him right after PESC was released, the first version of PESC, which Nuno has no problem in reminding us that we were not PESC fans initially. And it's true, right? And I'd asked him about it. I'm like, hey, how do you feel about projects like PESC where they're just adding basically a wrapper around your PHP unit? And his answer was, I don't care. Like, whatever it takes to get people to do unit tests and do testing on their code base, I'm all for. If they need a wrapper around another wrapper around PHP unit, no issues at all. I support them. I'm going to be happy to work with them on it. And so yeah, that was it. And that was our gripe at the time, was that I didn't feel that PESC was bringing anything to the table that you couldn't already do with PHP unit. It just felt like, especially back then, we're talking years ago now, it just felt like everybody was putting Laravel wrappers around existing projects. And I actually think they did something similar to Xdebug, right? Didn't they do a Larabug or something? Or anyways, I don't know. But that was my gripe. It's like, if you're not adding anything to the existing functionality, then encourage people to learn how to do it with the existing functionality. But my opinion of PESC has changed. I'm a massive fan of the latest release. I think it's doing things that a lot of that were blind spots for a lot of tools out there, testing tools out there. So, big fan of PESC today. But Sebastian is huge.
Yeah, Larabug is a error tracking tool, not like Xdebug.
Gotcha. How are we on time? Okay, I got one more thing to talk about, and then I will talk about this next thing here. That's really all I need to talk about today. All right, so something else came up in Discord today. I think it was today. Yeah, I'm going to say it was today. There is a site out there called elephant.me. If you're not familiar with what elephant.me is, it's just a thing of all the elephants out there, some information about them. And the cool thing about it is you can explain the ones that you have. You can explain them. You can mark ones that you're interested in having, and then you can also say, hey, I have elephants to trade. Here are the ones I have to trade. So it's kind of a cool little fun community thing. I think there's another one like this. I forget the other one's called, but I've always used elephant.me. So I'm on
the Elephant Field Guide.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So my handle on elephant.me is Shokum. So you can see all my stats here. But I always had an issue with elephant.me. And specifically, it was around the Mastodon handle. So if you look at the Mastodon handle, you don't see the link. You'll never see the link. So if you click on the Mastodon handle, it's hard to see, but it actually takes you to the Mastodon website. That's why it's JS Tech, because I didn't put JS Tech on the PHP Arch Mastodon instance. So it takes you to mastodon.social, and then it does the @eric@phparch.social, which, fine, whatever, it works, but it's not what I wanted to do. Like, I want it to go to my Mastodon instance, and go to me. Don't proxy me through mastodon.social.
What's the difference? Like, if I click follow here, is it going to follow you on phparch.social?
Well, so that's the issue. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and it depends on how you have the instances set up. So yeah, I assume. Let me see if it works here. Yeah. So this one does, but I have clicked on follow before, and it says, oh, you have to go to that user's instance and follow or something. I forget what the caveats are exactly. It's weird. So anyways, I wanted it to go to my instance of Mastodon. Also, there's no Blue Sky. So this is an open source project, and I pulled down the code and I created my own version, right? So this one now, if I click on this link, it takes me to the PHP Arch.social. And I know you can't really tell the difference because we have the basic Mastodon instance, but it takes me to PHP Arch.social /@Eric, which is what I think it should be doing. And of course I'm logged in. So, and then I also added Blue Sky as well. So Blue Sky, well, I'll obviously take you to Blue Sky. And when I was doing this, so I opened up a PR for that. But when I was doing it, it was like, it's a Laravel app that was, I want to say it must have been like 2 major revisions behind. Old Tailwind, old Livewire, was it? I forget. There are a couple old packages on it. So I'm like, hey, I bet you I can upgrade all their packages for them. And I do that. So I upgrade all their packages.
Did you do it in the same PR as adding these 2 links? Okay.
I made 2 big mistakes, 2 big errors in judgment here. Let me go over here. So the first error I made, so my first PR was just what I said, the adding Blue Sky and correcting the links for Mastodon. I only did the Mastodon thing because I had that issue before with PHP Roundtable. I wanted to be able to link to Sarah's profile, and she wasn't on Twitter at the time. I don't think she still is on Twitter, but I wanted people to be able to link to her account on Mastodon. And so not only the way, if you don't understand how Mastodon works, it's not always going to the same thing. So it's not because you have a Mastodon instance doesn't mean you're going to mastodon.social at a person's name. we have our own Mastodon instance for PHP Architect. PHPC has their own instance. So it was like trying to get it so that when they clicked on it, it took them to the right instance was like challenging. And I'd figured it out for PHP Roundtable. So I'm like, let me do this for these guys, and they appreciate it and all that. And then I'm like, well, shoot, all this stuff is out of date. So let me go ahead and upgrade all their stuff. And so I sit here and I upgrade. I put them on PHP 8.2, Laravel 12. I thought there was something else. Oh, I added PHPScore for tests to it. And then I included my PR from, I'm not even sharing the right screen anymore. My God. Sorry about that, guys. I pulled in this first PR. I pulled that into my second PR. So that was probably a mistake. And then I didn't get all the tests to pass because I didn't care. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't want to try to figure out what tests were failing and why they were failing. I assumed they were failing because of something I did with PESC. Actually, no, it doesn't look like it was that at all. Oh, is this why it was failing? Because of this? Okay, well, I guess I can fix that. But I do all this work and it's fine. Like, I understand I'm not expecting stuff to be merged right away, but this was like 5 months ago and there's been no comments. Like, nobody's talked. And if you look back, like, there are some old PRs on here. Like this adding messages feature. At least this has some conversation. This has two conversations to it. So
yeah, but it's back in 2021.
Yeah. So I don't know. I reached out to them on Twitter, and eventually they replied and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't check my Twitter very often. I'll take a look at this." That was like 2 months ago. So now I just want everybody in our Discord to ping this person and say, "Hey, clean up your PRs." But yeah, I've played with the idea of hosting it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or find a new maintainer. Or invite somebody to help maintain it. You don't have to do everything yourself.
Totally agree with that idea. I think there are actually 2 maintainers on this one. I forget how you can tell that, but yeah, man. I mean, if you're not going to maintain an open source project, that's fine. Don't maintain it, but find somebody who's willing to do it, especially when there's that much interest to updating it. Like, I don't know. Do something. Like, just do something. Like, either don't accept PRs and close it, or highlight anchors. Like, what's this? Alien monster. What is that? It's like, that looks like there's some interesting things here. Like, really, man, kind of go through this stuff. Anyways, that's my little bitch. I get no respect thing for this week. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares about me. Okay, one more thing real fast. I know it's getting late and my dog is reminding me that it is potty time. Chris Miller, part of our team for now, been pushing my buttons lately, I'll tell you that, is doing a talk for Merge PHP immediately after our podcast. I think theirs start at 5:00 now.
So which is an hour from now.
Yeah, which is horrible for Chris, who's in just outside London. So, like, that is, what time is that for you, Chris? Do I have this current?
It's midnight right now, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's midnight now. So another hour would be 1 a.m. And then, I don't know how long his
Thank you, Chris.
is.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's bailing your ass out, isn't he? God damn. You're such a horrible person. Anyways, head over to Merge, youtube.com /Merge PHP. We'll put a link to the actual live stream, but if you just go there. And if you're not subscribed to their channel, subscribe. It's just cool. I wonder if they're on PHPC. Oh yeah, I actually looked earlier. They are on PHPC. So yeah. So yeah, check it out. Domain driven PHP. Domain driven PHP. I'm excited. I'll be there. If nothing else to harass him.
That card you have is the link to it. Okay. I went and found it and I was like, oh, you've already got it.
Yeah, I didn't want to read it out.
Yeah.
Another reason to join our Discord during the live stream is well, I don't know. Discord, are the links coming in? Nope, links are not coming in. That happened last week too. Yep, it crashed. I gotta see why this is crashing. Links coming in fast, Discord. All right. Sorry about that, Discord.
Now you're gonna get flooded with links.
You're about to get flooded with links, yeah, until it crashes again. So, all right. Oh my god, I'm done, John.
Yeah, me too.
We're off next week. I'm taking next week off, John. I don't care what you say.
Me too. I'm gonna go hopefully medicate up and make it through this coaching clinic tonight and hope I'm better for my trip.
We're gonna see John on the next podcast in like 2 casts like this. Right? You're gonna ski him.
You're hoping I'm gonna be on the next podcast, is what you're saying. Do a Sonny Bono. Jeez.
Oh Jesus, damn. You didn't have to get all dark about it. But I mean, your insurance is up to date, right?
I should make sure you know how to get to that information.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Actually,
right.
I actually did create there's a file in my filing cabinet right by me. If I die, start here.
Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you. It's kind of personal. I shouldn't tell anybody. This was when this happened back in 2025 when I was going through my cancer thing.
2005, not 25.
Oh yeah, 2005. Sorry, I was going through cancer. I was going through chemo. Sorry, I had cancer, going through chemo, doing a bunch of surgeries. I came to the realization that I wasn't leaving my family or anything. Like, we didn't own a house. We didn't have a big savings account. I had like your normal life insurance, nothing big, and it really bothered me at the time. But my kids were also really young, and so I had recorded these videos and put them on servers that I probably should not have put them on, but I had access to, so I did. And I created a cron job that would check in with me every, I forget what it was, like once a week or once a month or something. If I didn't reply to it, it would start sending out the links to the family on how to get the videos. And I never shared it with them. So obviously I'm still alive. They didn't need to visit the videos. I had to take them down because they were probably somewhere they shouldn't have been. And so I took them down. But like, I was so proud of myself at the time because I had thought through all this stuff, and like, there was no, like, I don't know if there was YouTube, but I don't remember there being YouTube. Like, I just remember like trying to figure out how I was going to share these messages. But they would start sending out like a video a month for, I think I did like 3 or 4 or 5 months after that. And I was so happy to get to the other side of that battle that I just deleted them. Like, I in my head, it's like, okay, this is over, this is done. And now in hindsight, I'm like, shit, I should have held on to them and probably shared them at some point, but
right.
I didn't do that. It's one of my bigger regrets in life, but all things considered, I can live with that regret. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, think about the shit as you get older, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm not no shame to that. Yeah, the problem is if you're assuming somebody's coming back home to like start looking.
Well, I did something similar after my heart attack. Like, started like writing stuff down and recording stuff. And, I get it. It sucks.
It happens so quick. It can happen. And that's like an illness, like, my cancer, your heart attack, like, everybody. I mean, I tell my kids this all the time, appreciate the people in your life because it happens so quick. They don't need to be sick. They just need it. Every time you step outside the house, you're assuming certain risks, and it sucks, man. It sucks hard. It sucks hard. So, yeah. All right. Well, we need to. I don't know if Chris has figured out how to do the co-stream. So, Merge PHP is on Restream, and technically, we should be able to restream, or we should be able to stream his talk on the PHP Architect channel. In which case, you should get a notification in our Discord channel that a stream has started. I don't know if they knew how to do that, if they shared the right link with Chris, and if Chris knows how to do it. I don't think Chris really needs to do anything but log in under his PHP Architect handle. But we'll see. So it'll either be on the PHP Architect YouTube channel, and if not, head over to the Merge PHP YouTube channel. Regardless, head over to the Merge PHP YouTube channel and subscribe, because they do presentations like this once a month. It's a user group for like all the user groups, so it's kind of cool. Go over there. Anything else?
What a nice guy. You're so kind. Nope. I'm good. I'm ready to go skiing.
Well, you need to go ready to learn some baseball coaching, because God, you need it. No, that's not true. You won it all last year, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
now,
looking good this year too.
This point.
just so you know.
Okay. All right, cocky. All right, that's it. We will see you guys in March, I guess, right? Or is there another February?
There's one more February. There's the 26th.
Yeah, 26th. See you guys on the 26th. Bye.
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 Bye. See ya.
This has been PHP Podcast, the official podcast of PHP Architect, the industry's leading tech magazine and publisher, focused on PHP and web development. Subscribe today at phparch.com to see what the leaders in the community and industry are talking about. This has been PHP